Buen día, señoras y señores, bienvenidos a otro episodio de En la Casa para la Raza. Y hoy tenemos a una amiga, una grande del suroeste de Sydney, la Tracey Chilena. La Tracey Chilena, how are you, girl? ¿Cómo estás?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you very much for being part of the podcast En la Casa para la Raza. Un aplauso grande a la Tracey Chilena en la casa.
Anytime. ¿Cómo estás?
Yeah, no, I've been good, obviously trialing this podcast thing and, you know, getting everybody's story out there and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, so first question, Tracey, who is La Tracey Chilena or Tracey, just so that people can understand a little bit, you know, a brief story about yourself?
Just briefly, I run the Facebook groups for starters. I do the Chilenos in Sydney, Latinos in Sydney. I'm involved in events. Nací acá, entonces I know a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm here, there, and everywhere.
Crazy. So, yeah, because like you were born what, in Sydney?
Yes.
So are you in the southwest specifically?
I was.
Yeah.
I was back like from Campbelltown area. I grew up all in Campbelltown.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Another suburb.
Campbelltown, West Tigers.
Yeah. MacArthur Bull.
Crazy.
A-League. New team.
So what else have you been involved with over the years? You've done a bit of like promoting for clubs and stuff like that. I think I met you, well, back in the day at Tequila, Knox, yes. Liverpool, Knox.
Like club, yeah.
Yeah,
good memories, that place.
Yeah,
it was a good starting place for a lot of artists as well, you know. Falta eso, like, you know, you need to give them the stage. They can't perform if there's no stage.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. And I think that was really good. Like, obviously, all you guys come together and drop that over there and gave us the opportunity to come and rock the mic on the stage in Tequila. I think it was really awesome, you know. Who was involved with that in Tequila days? Do you remember?
That was, people know him as Rafa, MC Rafa. He does Candy now. We got Don Juan. Don Juan has now gone up to the Gold Coast. He's doing good. He's got lots up there always. And that was also Tickles, DJ Tickles. And Nico, he's Chilean.
Oh, so right. So DJ Tickles was over there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
And I was one of the guys.
Well, shout out the three majors right there: MC Rafa, Don Juan, and DJ Tickles.
Big names in the Latino industry.
Very big names. I was chilling with Juan a couple of days ago, actually, at Mojito. Crazy. So what was your involvement back then in the scene to do with tequila?
So I was the door host. So I'd be the cashier. People sometimes call them door bitches. I wasn't the bitch. I was that's what people said, you know. We're all cool. We're all friends.
Yeah.
So I did that and a lot of promotion. Don Juan, Rafa, the guys all had extra events, concerts, other nightclubs on Saturday. So they always invited me, come work at this, come work at that. I was very, very lucky. I went to all these concerts, you know, Don Omar. I met like all these people, all these famous people backstage all the time. Living the dream, you know, like.
That's crazy.
Good job. People give me alcohol for free, you know, good job.
Nah, crazy. Because, you know, you're like, to me, you're like the people's champ too. Like, you know what I mean? You're easy to talk to get along with. And obviously that's perfect for that role.
Sociable.
Yeah, that's crazy. So when was that roughly? Do you remember?
That began December 2011 was the first one.
2011. Was that like the first promotion role that you were involved with, or were you doing things prior to that?
So, before that, I was very sociable. I was all the clubs, you know, and I heard there was Sangria was closing, you know, there was Fuego happening. We had one called Fuego in Liverpool, and then I heard there's another one opening in Liverpool. I'm like, that's pretty close. I want to be part of it. I want to get into it. And yeah, I asked around. They're like, yeah, we need someone. I started as the cloak lady, the person, you know, with the cloaks. But then they're like, nah, just come. We'll put you at the front door. And then I was just like, do you want the front door? I'm like, all right.
No, that's good.
You know, got promoted to door host, but yeah, I loved it. You know,
Yeah.
it's not considered a job when you're having so much fun, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah, no, you were out there too. It was easy to meet you, easy to talk to you. Like that's where I remember you from, basically. Tequila. So were you involved with all the other ones like Sangria, Fuego, and all that, or was it more
No,
you would go there clubbing?
No, I was just party person.
Oh, was Fuego like at a pub in Liverpool?
Yeah, it was a one on a pub.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. No, I do remember that. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, I ended up there with a couple of the primos and stuff. I was trying to figure out that name last week, actually, but I couldn't yet. So what inspired you to be a promoter? Was it just, or, get involved with all that? Was it like you clubbing and just seeing how it all operated and just getting involved? Or was it more like,
I've always been I like entertainments and arts and all of that, the events industry. I studied events management prior to that. So that's why I was just like, I finished studying events management and then I was like seeing this buzz of a new club and I was like, I got to get into that, it's perfect startup for my, getting it into like my event portfolio, like I've worked into nightclubs, it was pretty good. So yeah, that's part of it. But growing up, we were always in the community. Like my earliest memories, we've been surrounded by tias, everywhere. Back then, the culture was much more alive than what it is now. It was vibing. It was, it was out there. It was massive back then. But now it kind of simmered down, and that's what I'm trying to bring it back up because I remember those days. It was so much fun. You go everywhere. There's like people. Everyone spoke Spanish. You got to play with the other kids. The culture's the same. It was. You're like, it was your home, but like a party for everyone, that's what we've got to bring back.
Yeah, that's crazy. Because, I feel like it's not a neighborhood thing anymore, is it? It's more like clubs and online and everybody sort of moved on to different barrios and stuff, right? Mm-hmm. I remember when I first came to Australia, we ended up stopping in Sydney and we went to Fairfield for about a month, right? And I loved it because it just felt like being back home. To me, there was no real change except for different faces and, other razas that spoke Spanish as well. So I automatically had friends,
Yeah.
And then
Fairfield place to go to speak Spanish.
yeah, 100. And then we had to come to Brisbane and it was so depressing. It was, I'm telling you, it was so depressing. It was like, yes, La Soledad kicked in. I never knew what that was, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. So how do you help out the Latin community and why do you want the Latin community to be recognized? Why do you want to bring that back? Why do you feel that it's important for us to have that again?
It's not just for us, it's for our children as well. Children deserve their identity. They deserve this culture. They need to know their upbringing, their backgrounds, Things get passed on from generation to generation. You've got to keep those things alive as well,
Claro.
I've always been one of those, like, I'm an empath, like I'm very caring. So I like this whole unity, like, let's all be like, get together, I want everyone to be friends.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. No, I really like that. That's what I try and do in music. This is why I started this podcast thing as well, because Music's I feel like it links everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, it can, deviate people as well, but if you stay focused on what you truly want to do, you can definitely link like the community together and stuff for sure. Hey, is that a Mapuche you have in the
It is
artwork there in the back?
Made from the Latin brush.
Nice.
From Luisa Lopez. She also does painting classes if you're interested.
Oh, nice. Yeah, shout out. Yeah, for sure. Hey, next time let's do that. Next time I come on tour, do a show or land in Sydney, let's do it. I want to do that.
Yeah. She's very good. I've got another artwork, but I left it at the studio that I've been recording at.
Yeah.
But there's rock and it's a racial, so there's a darker person hugging a whiter person,
Oh, cool.
Like, oh, that's so cool.
I don't know about Royal Latino painting, but it might be like a little stick figure, but I'll give it a go though.
You can do your crown.
Yeah. Crazy, man. No, that's good. So hey, Tracy, what are some of the clubs that you've been involved with? Was it just tequila, or was it other clubs you've been involved with as well?
I'd have to bring out, I don't know where that list is, but there's like 11.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
There was tequila, there was El Barrio. I love Saturdays.
That's
Rafa
crazy.
had, there was Spanish Harlem, Mojito. You know, there's heaps.
Wow, that's insane.
But they were all Spanish. Or
Were you
Latino.
ever involved with
Or rappers.
were you ever involved with like places like La Cita and all that, or no?
No, they were different owners.
Different
But
owners.
not involved in the sense like running it, but the guys did have La Cita. We had that Blanco. We had it every New Year's Eve, public holidays. That was the white party. That's where people used to go on the long weekends. We'd usually pack that one out.
Oh, that's crazy. Those were good days, eh?
Yeah, La Cita was mad back in the day. Thursdays was free entry. Used to pack out on the Thursday.
Yeah. That's insane. Hey, Tracy, why do you feel that things have changed? They've simmered down a bit compared to back in the day? Because I even remember, I think it was AG Ortiz, he brought out one of the first mixtape CD era back then, right? And I heard about it and I was like, I remember flying to Sydney just to go to the markets to find that CD, and I flew back.
Mad. Good on AG.
Yeah. AG easy.
Far out, yeah.
Why do you? Yeah. Yeah, I had him on. He was prepared, man. He had his green screen ready, mic. He looked better than me. Like he was listo.
Yeah, I love AG.
Why do you feel that things have changed, like from that era to this era? Like what made it change, you feel?
I'm not sure what made it. Actually, I think it might be the reason that, you know, there is a lot of internal conflict sometimes, not in all the community groups, but sometimes when community groups do try to do something, there are a lot of internal conflicts. Like they don't agree on something, and then for some reason that organisation might not be as successful for whatever reason that's happening behind the scenes, you know. And then that I think that might have been the main one, and then that people just ended up distancing themselves from conflict, I guess, or you know, they just decided like, oh, you know, let's just, you know, keep our distance. Yeah, I'm assuming, because I don't know what else it would be. You know, that we've just got to make sure that we can unite everyone again. But that's also why I've created this new organisation that we'll be talking about shortly.
Yeah. It's coming in the next couple of questions for sure. I think the next one.
I want to skip ahead.
Nah, man, yeah, you're good. You're ready, man. No, I see what you're saying. And it does happen
here in Brisbane as well. I kind of feel like we're a very small percentage of this country, right? So if we don't learn to roll together, we'll never grow. We'll never have that experience again, you know? So I think the egos need to calm down a little bit, and we need to bring back La Cultura how it used to be.
I do see that, like, there is a new generation that's coming up, and we are for working together. Like here we are, you know.
Yeah.
Me as well. We all speak to each other. The radio guys, like, you know, there's heaps of us. There's presenters, there's interviews, and we're trying to promote each other because we're trying to pick each other up all at once. You know, let's rise together. What better way, you know?
That's it. That's what we need to do.
In Brisbane, I've got connections with you guys. I've got Lazos Latinos out there. They're pretty good too. They're doing similar things to what we're doing here in Sydney.
Oh, cool.
United Community.
Yeah. No, for sure. And definitely link us up with anything we can help with.
From over this side, we'll obviously smash it out 100%. On that point, tell me a little bit about Chilenos in Sydney.
Okay, I'm not sure how many we're up to at the moment. It was about 26,000. They're not all obviously still in Sydney, because sometimes they pass through or they go back, or, you know, for whatever reason, they're still part of the group. But
that's a lot of numbers, right?
Well, it was created for tequila because, you know, how are we going to promote to the people where we don't have the people? So Facebook, those pages were originally created for that reason to promote the nightclubs. But then it just evolved. I was just like, no, this page is more about the support for the people. I can't be greedy and just doing only my promotions on here. This is a public forum for the community now, you know, and it is. That's what it evolved to, you know. It's the number one place that Chileans go to, the number one platform people go to for help. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Would you say that Latinos in Sydney is a very similar thing, or that's something different?
Yeah, it's the same concept. It's still growing though. That one isn't as big. I think it's still fairly big. I think it was about 18 to 20,000, something like that. But that one obviously should be a lot higher. But you know, it's okay because it's there for help. If you don't need help, that's fine. You know,
So peeps familia, if you're watching, no, that's really awesome. Hey peeps familia, if you're watching, obviously if you're Chileno, go and check out Chilenos in Sydney. If you're Latino, go check out Latinos in Sydney. You know what I mean? 100%. And even if you're out of state, check it out because you're obviously going to be in Sydney at some point, right? And with that being said, Tracey, what's this new show that you've got going on?
Okay, this new show is part of my new organization. So my new organization has the same name as the Facebook group, but it's not the same thing. It is a company whose prime goal is to unite the Latinos here, you know, and show everyone where to find the help. I created a website, latinosinSydney.com.au. We've got all this information there, mental health, we've got T-shirts, we've got a little bit of everything. It is a not-for-profit, so any money that comes into this company, that's why it's separate to mine. That way, any money that comes into this company, it stays in the company and it goes only to the community. This isn't to pay.
That's awesome.
You know, it doesn't go in my pocket. I've got to show this on my taxes, you know. Money goes places, you know. But it's
not like everything is going to, you know,
Tracey's account and you're rolling in a Bentley.
I wish I could just get money everywhere.
I'm joking.
It's for the better of the community. At the moment, the only money coming in is the sales of the raffle tickets, which I'm using for the production because I'm not that tech savvy. For my new show, which is the Latinos in Sydney show. It's called Showcasing the Community. It's available on YouTube or on our Facebook page, Latinos in Sydney. And this first one, I was really excited. I'm really happy because, for example, one of the first people that were featured is Felipe. His background is Mapuche. You know, to find that here in Sydney, they speak fluent. You know, to me that was just so amazing. Like, you know, to be able to show culture. Like for me, it was like,
I watched it. Obviously, I commented and stuff on it the other day. I checked it out.
You know, well done. First of all, well done. I think it's awesome. Is that something that like the community needs for sure, 100%. And seeing that at the beginning, because at first I was with my wife. My wife was checking it out as well. She's like, "What language is he speaking?" I was like, "Oh, I'm pretty sure he's speaking Mapuche, but I don't know how to like speak that." But I'm like, that's sick. Like I loved it. I didn't know what he was saying, but like
I was like, this is mad. Like for me personally, I was just so over the moon over it.
No, I like that. And I think that's really good that you're also representing the native people of our land and our tierra, because a lot don't. You know what I mean? And it's something that we need to
pay respect.
Yeah, exactly. We've got to pay respect, and a lot of us have that blood, you know. So we need to obviously embrace that. That's amazing. So what else? When's the next one dropping?
It's a monthly show at the moment. It's every third Saturday. That's how it was planned because we were under restrictions. They've now been lifted for nearly everyone. So I'm not sure if I'll keep the same day, but at the moment the next one will still be programmed for the third Saturday, just not to confuse people. But it's going to be good.
Next Saturday.
I'm already working on it. Every third Saturday.
Every third Saturday. Okay, my bad. So peeps, make sure you go check that out.
I can't do that much that quick.
So you're pretty much doing all this yourself?
Yes, I don't have a team as yet because it's a new company, and with the restrictions and being able to like all the legalities and things like that, it's been hard to move forward while everything's closed. You know, some departments you can't access and things like that. So it's been all me. But I've
crazy.
been lucky that, you know, the people I've asked, everyone's been like, yes, I'll do it. Yes, oh, thank you. And, you know, I've managed to make some good deals. Like, you know, got some amazing friends. I know everyone. That's the magic.
Yeah. Nah, that's epic.
Cool. Like, thanks.
Nah, that's so cool. That's so awesome, honestly. And obviously, we'll be checking it out every third Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Latinos in Sydney, YouTube, right? You can find it on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
Yeah, I've been putting it on Facebook as well. It was only meant to be on YouTube, but people weren't watching it, so I brought it to Facebook, where I do have a lot of the numbers, and it did pick up. Obviously,
yeah, picked up on FB.
But,
Yeah.
But yeah, the songs sometimes get censored, like the copyrights. There's sometimes issues, so that's why we didn't want to put it on Facebook. Sometimes there's a lot more issues with Facebook than YouTube. Yeah. No, but I mean, I think these are things that obviously you'll find out as you go along what you can and can't use and everything. But so far, first episode, sick. I love it. But, yeah, I've been waiting for feedback. No one's been giving it, so I'm just like, oh. Well, I haven't.
No, it's dope. It's dope. Like I was talking to Asado about it like last night actually.
Cool. Asado's in it.
Yeah. No, and obviously, super good feedback. I think it's awesome for sure, 100%. So what are some of the future plans for La Tracey Chilena before we wrap this up?
I'm still looking for a venue because now there's been a backlog in events. Everyone's struggling to find wherever they had their parties to find a place that can host them now. You know, there's a backlog of events. I'm waiting until that settles. And then I want to start looking into what I was going to do back in July. As soon as I became a company, I had already planned it. We were just looking for the venue and confirming. We actually were just waiting for that yes from the venue. That was it. Everything was planned.
Wow.
And what it is, I wouldn't call it a festival, but it's along those lines. It's a party, like it's one of those big events that you like, you know.
Nice.
I had planned. It's going to be soccer days, so there was going to be kids comp, family comp, adult comp. You know,
this would be all throughout one day or one weekend, or is this?
It was going to be the one day. It was going to be the one venue. So they've got the soccer fields, so that'll be going non-stop, and then we've got the hall that had the stage. We had stuff going on there all day. And then we've got we were going to have the food trucks and all the, you know, the stores. And so they had their own little section with like an eatery and this massive barbecue area. Like it was going to be massive.
That's mad.
Now there's too many backlogs and it's not going to happen anytime soon. So looking for another one, but I'm a mobile party. Any council anywhere, you know, I can pop up, you know.
Yeah. No, that's epic. So that's what's up with your future plans, and you're just looking for a venue to drop that style fiesta.
Yeah, and I've got the Latino, the help page. We're very active on the Latinos in Sydney organisation page.
Yeah,
we're there to inform the community. We put a lot of information, you know, anything from the government that we get given translated, because right now I've been working inside. I think it was New South Wales Help. There's a contract that speaks Spanish somewhere in there.
Oh, nice.
They get information given to them in Spanish. They give it to community leaders. So I've been getting access to a lot more information lately from the government. So that's good.
No, that's
it's direct, but it's getting there. Like next week, I've got a meeting. Like I don't want to say who, and I don't want to jinx it, but you know, I've got a good meeting next week that can hopefully, you know, put the Latinos out there in terms of representation here in Sydney. Like we've got heaps of issues here. Like, for example, this COVID app, we've got 2 surnames and the people are struggling to get their vaccination.
Nice.
Things, you know, simple stuff like that. Their voices aren't being heard, and that's what we're trying to do.
That's really good also that, you know, you're stepping up and that there is someone out there that cares about that sort of stuff, because obviously it's very important. Like that's a very simple thing for us to have 2 last names and whatnot. But if you think about it, if you're not tech savvy, if you're this, if you're that, and it's different to the culture here, we're going to struggle, and especially the older ones will struggle too. That's awesome, man. Like honestly, good on you for stepping up and being that voice for our people.
We're trying.
No, that's good. That's good.
within time, you know, you reach those scales, you know.
Yeah, I hope
But
so.
But yeah, Tracey, so where can people find you at specifically if they want to know more about everything that you're doing, like all your social medias?
I've got a lot of social medias. I'll give you some.
Oh, give us your main ones, I guess.
I use La Tracey Eventos Latinos. So
Okay.
if you're a singer or something, you want to get in contact with me, that's probably the better one. I've got
Yeah.
La Tracey, which usually just deals with the groups. So Latinos in Sydney, Chilenos in Sydney groups. I try to keep them a little bit separate.
Yeah.
And if you want to contact the organisation, you can find our links up on our website. So www.latinosinSydney.com.au, and it'd be the same email, inquiries@latinosinSydney.com.au. Yeah, they're the main ones.
Nice.
I'm also doing a call out, by the way. I'm looking for any not-for-profit Latinos organizations. Get in contact with me. That way, we can have a database of not-for-profits that that we're all here to help the community.
Okay.
I'm also doing a petition for the international students. They've been struggling a lot, and I'm just trying to help get some more voices to back me up. To help their voices be heard.
Yeah. Well, hey, we'll definitely smash it out on the podcast and make sure that
People hear this, and so more and more Latinos get involved. Definitely. With all that being said, obviously just send us whatever you need help with, and we'll get it out there for sure. But Tracey, we gotta wrap it up with time. But mira, amiga, I just want to say thank you very much for being part of the podcast en la Casa para la Raza. One more time, put your hands together for La Tracey, Chilena en la Casa.
Thanks, Drew.
And we'll talk real soon.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Gracias. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. La Tracey, Chilena. And what great vibes, honestly. Someone that's stepping up for our people, for the Latinos to be recognized here in Australia. I think it's a beautiful thing that she's doing. And make sure you go and help out and support her organization, Latinos in Sydney. And her new show coming out too. Every third Saturday, Latinos in Sydney on YouTube, Facebook, and all that. Make sure you go and follow La Tracey. You've seen it here. La Tracey Chilena, perdón, my bad. You've seen it here, you heard it here, en la Casa para la Raza. You guys already know what to do. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next one. Boom, boom, boom. Vámonos.